For the 2018 Greenburgh Town Hall internship, college and high school interns worked on various government projects to help the town of Greenburgh become a more prosperous place overall. Interns were also given a chance to work in specific departments that gives them a chance to explore their careers and gives them hands-on experience that will be valuable to their future. The main focus of this internship was to gain the skills to be a future leader, become more of a team player, and overall to have fun.
While working in the Department of Development and Conservation, I was able to research a project with Gary Duquesne, who is the commissioner of this department. Throughout this program, we researched mixed-use developments in the surrounding county of Westchester and took information on them like square footage, previous use, if it required a zoning change, and the budget of the mixed-use development. This information was accumulated into a database for the purpose of gathering useful information to propose a new mixed-use development in Hartsdale. This mixed-use development, called Four Corners, is located on East Hartsdale and Central Avenue. With the knowledge of other developments in Westchester, we are hopeful we can apply it to our own and take steps to get this development completed.
Throughout my time in an internship, I have been working in the tax receiver's office, learning about various skill sets that will help me with my future career as an accountant. I have learned how to look up school and town taxes for patrons, how to file and pay taxes for patrons, and how to pick up phone calls and assist customers with any relevant questions they may have. I have also learned how to help patrons navigate their way in the tax receiver's office, which is the office in local government that residents come to 3 times a year to pay their taxes.
While working in the legal department, we have learned many things. For one, we have sat in on depositions, visited multiple court systems, and sat in on a variety of trials. Going to court was very beneficial to us because it gave us the opportunity to meet other lawyers and talk about their experiences in law school and beyond.
Attorney Timothy Lewis was the coordinator of this part of the internship. Mr. Lewis was responsible for many of the field trips that built our knowledge around the field of law. We visited various locations throughout Greenburgh and New York City, such as the Shelbourne Development Site in Edgemont and the appellate courts in Brooklyn.
It was amazing to work with multiple students who were also interested in pursuing a career in law. Mr. Lewis, as well as Mr. Morassi, would encourage us to debate various legal issues that arose during our internship. Rather than just listening and observing, we voiced our opinions, and our input was valued. I believe this was highly beneficial to our growth as interns interested in law.
For our first guest speaker, we had the pleasure of meeting with Lynn Beville, a licensed social worker. Lynn emphasized the importance of public speaking, presentation, and overall confidence skills. Lynn has a background in the arts, specifically theater, and she believes in the importance of developing a strong presence that will captivate our audience. We utilize the exercises that Lynn taught us in our own presentations. We would like to thank Lynn for her time.
Every Tuesday afternoon, Mr. Hugh McCauley volunteered an hour and a half of his time to help us improve our public speaking skills. We had various assignments each week that required us to research topics and prepare to speak on these topics in front of our peers. We learned techniques to improve our public speaking throughout our 6 weeks working with Hugh. It's clear that these exercises were super beneficial because we all saw an improvement within ourselves. These skills are highly valuable, and we know that we will use what we have learned with him in the future. We would like to thank Hugh for volunteering his time to us interns.
At Greenburgh Town Hall, Amit Patel, a past intern and one who recently joined again, decided to take part with me, Austin Brea, on the Rock Your World project. The goal and message of the project is to emphasize the 30 articles of the Declaration of Human Rights. Since children and younger adults are not being taught and understand the importance of our basic universal rights, the leader of the project, Patrick Sharada, wants Amit and I to contact superintendents of 10 school districts in Greenburgh to incorporate the project into the student curriculum. Numerous schools have responded and are willing to incorporate the project material into the student curriculum.
Patrick works for the United Nations Association and is mainly part of the World Development Foundation, a branch of the United Nations. He came in to speak with the college interns the second week of the internship, discussing topics such as public speaking and professional presentation skills. Patrick also spoke about the United Nations and how the experience of working there is like.
While we were learning and working on the pothole legislation project, we had the pleasure of meeting Rich Fawn and Brian Simmons. Rich Fawn is the Deputy Director of Public Works, and Brian is the town's engineer. Together, they came and informed us thoroughly about the problem the town of Greenburgh faces by teaching us about how potholes are formed and showing us which roads constitute state roads within Greenburgh.
David Chang, the Westchester County Attorney, also came to talk to us. He started out in the Army and now works for the county. He talked to us about the difference between being a county attorney and being a town attorney.
Initiative to pave the 25 miles worth of state roads that reside within the town of Greenburgh, we initiated a petition called Paved Roads Pave the Way to a Better Future, Fix Greenburgh's State Roads Today. After getting 170 people to sign this petition, we met with Assemblyman Tom Abenanti, who has told us that he has initiated a piece of legislation that will reverse the rule that the state cannot be sued for damages to the state roads between May and November. In addition to this project, we have also been working on the restoration of the Odell House in Greenburgh. This house was built in 1732, and it was here on July 6th, 1781, and continuing to August 18th, 1781, that General George Washington met with General Rochambeau of the French Expeditionary Forces, where they planned the Battle of Yorktown. Unfortunately, this house has fallen into a deplorable state of disrepair because it has not been renovated or restored since 1965, when it was officially added to the list of historic places. I have contacted the White Plains Masonic Lodge, the Westchester Historical Society, the Brooklyn Historical Society, the Queens Historical Society, and the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C., in hopes that they will provide funds for this restoration.
We have gained a lot of valuable experience that will forever help us in our future careers. With working in our departments, listening to various guest speakers, working on many government projects, we have learned a lot of skills that will help with communication and leadership. We have made many friends and became more confident in ourselves. It was all thanks to this internship. We have to thank Judith Baville, Paul Feiner, and Tim Lewis for everything they have done to coordinate this internship. With their strong efforts, this internship would have never happened. So we're really thankful for everything they have done to make us more successful person. Again, thank you for this wonderful opportunity. We had so much fun these last 8 weeks, and we'll make you proud with everything we have learned.